We are in Ayurveda Institute, northern Jammu, visiting the herbal garden, and the tree before me is from the lemon family. Leaves are trifoliate. In fact, even in oranges or lemon, they are basically pinnate leaf, but the side two lobes are reduced, so it looks as if it is made up of only one leaflet. But here in this tree we find all three leaflets are well developed. They look like Trishul of Lord Shiva, and they are also symbolizing the three eyes of Lord Shiva. So this particular tree is a Dashmul tree under the name Bilva in Sanskrit, and Bel, Patra in Hindi, Bil, Billan in Jammu, and this is associated with the worship of Lord Shiva. You see, the tree has spines. It's a thorny or spiny tree, trifoliate leaves borne alternately, and fruit is edible and medicinal, used in the treatment of a diarrhea, dysentery, even considered as antibiotic. Even the leaves are medicinal. Another tree which is seen growing here, and this tree is in fact the state tree of West Bengal. This is Elstonia scholaris, in Sanskrit called as Saptaparani, Hindi Satpatya. So at each node we find many leaves borne in a whorl. Whorl may be of 7 leaves, or it may also vary in number. Sometimes even 8 or 9 leaves are seen. But as a mean and as an old Sanskrit observation, once it has been labeled as tree with 7 leaves as Saptaparani or Satpatya, so that is to be carried forward, and we can't say Ashtaparani or Shatparani, but it is Saptaparani, Satpatya. Elstonia scholaris is the botanical binomial. The tree is unique evergreen tree, and its leaves were associated with the Shantiniketan University, where the leaves were offered to the scholars and students during convocation ceremony. In Bengal, the tradition started by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, Nobel laureate. So this tree has found mention even in the education system, as tree wood was used for making blackboards. So name blackboard tree or Indian scholar tree is there, and presently CDRI Ayush has also developed a drug out of 4 plants using the bark of Elstonia scholaris, seeds of Cisalpinia, Vandak, Koberax, whole plant of Charaita, Swarsha Charaita, then the roots of Katuki Picrorhiza Koro for the tablets labeled as Ayush 64, anti-malarial, anti-fever. And the tree Elstonia scholaris Satpatya, Saptaparani or Satpatra in Dogri, has very fragrant flowers during July-August, and its capsules are cylindrical like Nerium indicum. So we are in this herbal garden where we find many gingiber family plants also. This is from Gingiberaceae, but plant is Alpinia zerumbet. This is a highly aromatic plant used as spice like ginger. Here we find another plant which is by budding or Ambelia robusta, or by budding. It's pepper like black fruits are used in medicine. This grows wild in Jammu forests also. Another plant which we are able to see here, and the plant is also a source of diastegenin, anti-contraceptive steroidal hormone. This is Kevkand or Kemuk or spiral ginger. As you see, the leaves are arranged spirally, and this also belongs to the Gingiveraceae family. Castor speciosus. Presently it is named as Castor speciosus. The plant finds mention even in Kama Sutra. This is useful for many skin ailments, and its family is same as the other family. So we see here so many other plants are growing, and one of the unique plant which we are familiar is aloe barbadensis or aloe vera. This is a succulent xerophyte plant and usually used in cosmetics, also as medicine against skin burns, as a first aid plant, and useful herbal cosmetics, and even its sharbat is available. So this aloe barbadensis aloe vera, Ghi Kumaria, Grit Kumari, in Dogri we call as Quad Kandal. This is a very reputed medicinal plant. We are able to see the plant which has been mentioned in as the plant which arose out of the Sagar Manthan, that great churning of the ocean or mind, Parijat. Locally also named as Puri or Latudi in Jammu. Sanskrit name is Shefalika. In Urdu it is called Gul Jafri. Also named as Harshangar. The unique character or feature of this plant is the stems are squarish, leaves are borne in opposite decussate manner, and flowers bloom during night time. In the evening there will be blooming in July, August, September months, and all flowers have red, brilliant red, saffron colored tube and 6, 7 to 8 petals. They are twisted and look like Sudarshan Chakra of Lord Krishna, and in fact in mythology it is reported that Lord Krishna brought it from Indra's garden and planted it on earth on the insistence of Satyabhama. The plant is a reputed medicinal plant, Nectanthus arbor tristis or Nisha chameli. So it is plant which grows in wilderness right from Katrag up to Kamrup in Assam. In Assam, the leaves and flowers they are also eaten after making curries, but even herbal tea can be prepared out of it, and this is the useful remedy for the treatment of sciatica and hypertension, and also source of dye. In fact, the Buddhist monks used to dye their robes with the color obtained from Shefalika or Nectanthus arbor tristis, Parijat, Harshangar. The plant we see here is Karanj, earlier called as Pongamia pinnata, but now it has been named as Milletia pinnata. So this is the source of biodiesel plant, and even the oil, seed oil, is used for the treatment of rheumatism and various skin ailments. Called as Pongamia pinnata, bird Pongam is Tamilian word from where the genus was named as Pongamia. But now, in honor of millet, it has been named as Milletia pinnata. Older name is Pongamia pinnata. A biodiesel plant, honge oil, is used in Karnataka for the rural electrification. Here is another wild shrub, but a very reputed medicinal plant, as well as you can say butterfly larval host plant, like the Papilio butterfly lays eggs on this shrub, which is called as Murraya canigai. After Koenig, a German botanist, it has been named Murraya canigai. In Dogri we called as Draunkal. or curry patta. It's a deciduous shrub, grows in abundance in our shivaliks. Other species which we plant in Jammu gardens is Moraya exotica or Moraya paniculata, and that is named as Kamini. Here is another plant which shows the crassulacean acid metabolism type of photosynthesis, a succulent plant, and this is Kalancho pinnata or Patharchat, sometimes also named by locals as Jakhma hayat. In fact, the Jakhma hayat is Virginia ciliata, and this is Kalancho. This is also larval host plant for the butterflies, especially the red pirate. This is useful for skin ailments. The plants we see here, one of the plant is Putra Jivak, child life tree. The plant under which Maharaja Gulab Singh on 17 June 1822 took Raj Tilak. The Raj Tilak ceremony of Maharaja Gulab Singh was performed under this tree, Putran Jivaraksvargi. Locally in Dogri we call Geopota, at Geopota Ghat beside river Chenab. So that location, Geopota Ghat, is named after this tree, and here male and female trees are separate, sexes are separate. So on some trees you will find fruits and some you will not find because they are pollen bearing. So this particular tree is again medicinal, and seed is recommended against threatened pregnancy to balance the hormones of the pregnant mothers. Putranjiva Raksvargi is associated with the history of Jammu. The plant is Vithania somnifera. Somnifera means sleep-inducing plant, sometimes referred as Indian ginseng. So ginseng plant found in South Korea, China, that is Panax ginseng. Even in northeastern India we find Panax pseudoginseng. That is actual ginseng from the family Araliaceae. But the plant which we find in India, which I am just showing you, this is Vithania somnifera. Ashwagandha. As the roots have some kind of smell which is akin to horse urine smell, so it has been named as Ashwagandha, after horse. This particular plant, whole part or panchang is used in Ayurveda. This is a immunomodulatory, this is energy booster. This particular plant induces sleep against nervous ailments. This particular plant is useful. Another plant which we see here, no leaves, as this is pre-spring time. So these are the pods of a shui mui or lajbanti, Mimosa pudica. Again, a reputed medicine plant against wound healing, and the plant is unique. If we touch its leaves, they sleep down, they fall down, they just show the sleeping movements. So that kind of unique ability has given it the name Shui Mui. If we touch it, it gets withered, that kind of thing, and after some time the leaves are rejuvenated. So this is Shui Mui or Lajbanti, Mimosa pudica, to which our babul belongs. So we have other plants which is called as Bela, Jasminum sambak. In Dogri, the same plant is referred as Khantalu. Flower is referred as Khantalu. This is also used in marriage ceremonies and is also as the plant which induces sleep or tranquilizing. Its fragrance is soothing to the nerves. This is from the Oleaceae family, olive family. And here we have plant which is Amalki. This is Amla, Indian gooseberry, and you see the sacred threads also wound around the trunk of this particular tree, as the tree is sacred to Hindus, and in fact its fruits were often given as prasadam in temples during Ashoka's empire. So its fruit structure has also been included in the temple architecture. So Amalki or Indian gooseberry is Phyllanthus umbilica, umbilic myrobalan tree. This is the main constituent of Chavanprash. In Chavanprash, we have more than 40 different plant parts. One is Amla, second is Harad or Haritiki, that is in different genus, that is Terminalia chibula. And likewise, even Giloi finds inclusion in Chavanprash, and even our Brancard or Adusa or Vasa, Justicia adhetoda, that is also seen. Here we find another plant which is basically Lata Karanj, and this particular plant has the spiny pods, and its seeds are reputed medicine against fevers, high grade fevers. Under the name Kuberaksh or Lata Karanj, this is included as important ingredient of Ayush 64 tablets, along with the bark powder of Elstonia scholaris and seed powder of this plant, which is seen growing as a very spiny, thorny climber with thorny pods and seeds under the name Sagar Gota or Kuberaksh, Lata Karanj, included in Ayurvedic formulations, drug formulation. Another plant which is unique in Ayurveda is Jyotishmati or Malkangni, intellect vine, black oil tree. This plant grows in wilderness in Jammu Kashmir forests, stands introduced in Botanical Garden, Kashmir University also. This is Celastris paniculatus. Now we don't have the seeds, they have already shed, but they are red colored, and Malkangni seeds are also having the edibility and useful for various nervous problems, neurological problems, as a memory enhancer. So Jyotishmati oil is marketed, and many people have the livelihood source by cultivation of Celastris paniculatus. Another plant which we are able to see here, the leaves have 3 veins from the base, tri-nerved, and if we crush a leaf, we will find they are aromatic. So this is Cinnamomum species, Cinnamomum maybe Gelanicum. It is not looking Tamala, but this is again Lauraceae member, and bark is medicinal against respiratory troubles and useful as spice also. So this is cousin of Dalchini. The plant here I am able to see is another Terminalia, which is called as Terminalia chibula, Harad, again ingredient of Chavanprash. And Mathwar village is known for Raj Harad. Larger sized Harad is obtained on the old tree, solitary tree, but Sequast Jammu has done grafting experiments and ultimately now raising that germplasm, which is a grafted Terminalia chibula haritiki. This is again useful ingredient of Trifla Churan. Trifla Churan is very useful for digestion, even eye related problems and urinary troubles. Here we have conker berry or Christ thorn or garna. This is a unique plant which is found in the wilderness also, soil binder, as well as its fruits which are red, which are on ripening they turn black, but pass through the red stage also. Earlier if it is unripe, then it is green, then pink, red, and then black. So this is a wild Karanda, Carissa spinarum, and this was the shrub which was also included by Alan Octavio Hume, father of Indian ornithology, to create the great hedge of India during 19th century after first War of Independence 1857. Live hedge included many thorny shrubs and trees like Flocotia indica, Cocoa, Carissa spinarum, Garna, even Opuntia delaney, Thor, and many others. But this has the reputed medicinal qualities also, a rich source of iron and blood coagulating factors. This is recommended for the anemic patients, and its extract is also useful against respiratory ailments, and this particular tree stands included in the herbal garden of Ayurveda Research Institute here in Jammu, Northern. So while just taking a round in the herbal garden, we are able to see another plant, Sukh Darshan. This is Crinum asiaticum, basically the poison bulb, and the bulb is also considered medicinal, although this is not native to India but stands introduced since long. And these are the plants which are Indian plants, that is Costus speciosus, and this is the plant which is called Lasuda, clammy cherry or glue cherry. Again, its fruits are pickled and they are also digestive, very useful. This is Cordia dichotima, and we have even ornamental cordias. Cordia Sebastiana is one. Even Cordia Gaurav is also seen in the wilderness, but that plant is not so common. And another unique plant which we are able to find here in the herbal garden is Andrographis paniculata, which is the source of aloe drug, Kalmek. The common name of this plant is Kalmek. So this should not be confused with Andrographis equidis, which we find wild in Jammu plains. That plant is much hairy and smaller in size. That is called Kalacharaita. That is Andrographis equidis. But this is the plant which is a reputed Ayurvedic plant or medicinal plant called Andrographis paniculata. This stands included. This is the name also. This is useful hepatoprotective also, and useful plant from the Acanthaceae family. This is another reputed medicinal plant, Budfordia fruticosa, Dhatki, useful in vomiting, useful in diarrhea, dysentery, even anti-diabetic, and source of honey. So this is Dhatki, used in sexual troubles also, and this flowers during hot summer season on the rocky hill slopes around Jammu. This Budfordia fruticosa is also source of some kind of microbes which are useful in the industrial application for fermentation technology. This is Budfordia fruticosa. The leaves are without any stalk. They are opposite, and underneath we see the black glands. And this belongs to the pomegranate family, or very similar to that. We have the tubular calyx, which is gaudy and colorful. Otherwise, petals are missing, or they are rudimentary. And the whole tube is full of nectar. In childhood days, we used to sip that nectar. Budfordia fruticosa, flame bush. When we come here, we have the Gaduchi. This is again a plant, Tinospora cordifolia, and this is a drug anti-diabetic and also a ingredient of Chavanprash. So this is also seen in wilderness in Jammu. And here we have the Navgraha Batika. So in Navgraha Batika, so many plants are stands included, and here we have Durba, that is Kabbal, Cynodon dactylon, for example. Then we have Palash with moon as a plant which is also named as Battle of Palasi tree और फ्लेम ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट, चंद्र ग्रह के साथ इसको देखा जाता है. खादिर जो कैटिचू है, नाउ इट इज कॉल्ड एज सेनिगालिया कैटिचू, एंड दिस इज वेरी यूजफुल religious plant. Khadira or khair, we are familiar. And another plant which we see here is kind of Desmostachya bipinnata, but it looks to me not Desmostachya, looks like lemongrass embopogon. Maybe we have to see whether it is really Desmostachya bipinnata, Kush, which is related to Ketu Graha. And this is the plant which is Gular. Dogri we called as Rumbal. In Sanskrit as Udumbar. Shukra Graha ka plant hai je. This is again a reputed medicinal plant. Even mentioned in Vedic scriptures, Rig Veda and others. Even Ashwath is a guru ke saath. This people, who in Dogri called as Bad. This is Ficus religiosa, tree of enlightenment. So this is the plant associated with Jupiter. This is Satyanashi, also somewhere. But this particular plant is not Satyanashi. This is Latjira or Acaranthus aspera or Apamarg. So this plant is also there, which is included as Brassopes cineraria, which is the state tree of Rajasthan and state tree of Telangana. And this particular tree is actually in the history when Amrita Devi sacrificed her life and many others, they sacrificed life on 11 September 1730. And that particular date, 11 September, is now commemorated as the Forest Martyrs Day. So we are able to see many other seasonal herbs. We are able to see Geranium rotundifolium with pink flower, then small edible plants of starwort, that's Stellaria media. This is also edible as a vegetable. Then jungly halya also, which is called as Lepidium didymum or Caronopus didymus, jungly halya. And many other new herbs, for example, Magus japonicus, small white flowers, we are able to locate. And we have even Tandalak, that is Oromax dentatus. Even Sridi is coming up, that is Medicago polymorpha, and even Changeri, that is Oxalis corniculata. So many plants are included here, and one is Sleepy Mallow, which is Malvaviscus arboreus. The flowers never open. Otherwise, this looks like hibiscus. This is not hibiscus, it is named as Malvaviscus. Sleepy Mallow, but have they again same kind of properties. So it can also be denoted herbal tea. So we have this red oleander, Nerium indicum, and many other plants. One is Gandha Parsarini, Pediria fetida. So if we smell its leaves, they will be foul smelling. But this is again a reputed medicinal climber, which stands introduced here in the herbal garden. This is Kanak Champa. Leaves are used as dining plates. So it was also a dinner plate tree. Kanak Champa with kind of wheatish golden yellow kind of hairy pubescence on the fruits as well as sepals. Petals are white, fragrant flowers. This is from Sterculiaceae, but now included in extended family Malvaceae.